Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Doing a little trip down here, and I am also doing a unboxing product review of the Hohem iSteady version 2 smart gimbal for your phone. So I'm gonna move inside to show you what's in this box, and then after I unbox it, I need to play with it and test it out and see how it works. And then instantaneously I will give you a review on what it's like.
Short and quick, this is what's inside the box. You have a strap, a power cord, the gimbal itself with a small little tripod at the bottom you can attach to it, and a case to carry it in. So that's what's in the box. All right, let's get rid of that stuff. After filming with this, I could give you a short and sweet answer of why you would buy this one versus many other phone style gimbals. So the sole feature of this product is right here. This AI camera built into the gimbal itself. This is what makes it different than any ones that I ever dealt with before. So what it allows you to do is to pretty much use any type of camera that is very, very small, like an action camera. I've mentioned this many times when I started making this video over and over again about how you can put a GoPro or the other style of action camera in here, right? And this is what kind of hits home for me of why I would keep this gimbal versus any others. So if you have a GoPro or an older GoPro or a DJI Pocket, but more importantly, I think one of the best cameras that this could benefit from is the Sony rx0. That camera doesn't have really good stabilization at all, and this would allow it to be used for a cell phone and for that camera itself. And then it would allow you to use auto tracking with the Sony rx0 or the GoPro, etc., because it's built into the product itself. So within your cell phone, you may have your favorite camera application that you want to use. Well, with this gimbal, you can just use active track with any type of app you prefer on your camera. All right, so I'm gonna take it out to the beach and continue my review, but if I repeat the same thing about using it with an action camera, I apologize. I was just pretty excited about it, and that's one of the things I really want to hit home on it. All right, let's go outside. Filming on the anamorphic lens with the light set to low, and then beam it up a little bit. It looks a little dark. That's all the way to high. This allows you to open up different doors when it comes to filming with GoPros. The rx0 doesn't have great stabilization at all, and this would give it a whole new opportunity to have great stabilization, active track. If you have the rx0 Mark II or Mark I, this is a must-have if you have that camera to get steady footage. A little herky-jerky at times. I'll give you the most honest opinion about this thing. So overall, low-cost budget, cell phone style of gimbal with the ability to add other small cameras to it to make it a more universal tool. A light on top, which is great. Artificial intelligence to be able to do hand signals and tracking just off the camera within the gimbal, not within the camera, so you can use multiple cameras. There's the light on high. I'll show you the rotation of it, how it kind of does a little herky-jerky. The tilt is what seems to be the biggest issue with this thing. See, that's all the way down, that's all the way up. So the tilt is very minimal, and to keep it steady as you pan seems to take some clever action with your thumb to get it to go steady. iSteady, right? Hey guys, real quick, I want to talk about, I just had a phone call with my kids on FaceTime, and I was able to use the iSteady version 2 to track my movements back and forth while I did FaceTime. So that's one thing I didn't think about. So FaceTime with your iPhone, you can do active track with this gimbal. That's
pretty cool.
The one thing to note is different on this gimbal than most. You have your buttons here, power, shutter, and you can flip the camera around. You can make it go horizontal, vertical, pan, tilt button. You don't really have a quick access to change the mode of the gimbal. So like most ones, you can change to tilt lock, pan follow, POV, that kind of thing. You actually have to go within the app itself and switch that within the settings. So it's not a very easy thing to switch. If that's something you do a lot, of switching the gimbal, but if you pretty much leave it on pan follow or pan tilt, something like that, then you won't even notice an issue.
So this is the GoPro Hero 9 with the lens mod attached to it on the Hohem iSteady version 2, and it's tracking me. Oh yeah, it is tracking me. Some got a little vibration going on with the heavy size lens on this thing on the front, but still working. That's what's important. All right, rocking on level 3 for the light. How does that look? Got some, let's put that in the background. It's really vibrating. Can you hear it on the camera? I did notice that before. I could hear some vibration on the camera. And it's not liking this front lens. It's like, whoa. It's quiet now. Oh, don't like that. Can you hear it? Oh, I bet you can hear it. Let me take that lens off and let's see what we got. Stand by. So back on the GoPro without the Max lens mod. And this guy's on the one wheel. The more and more I use this gimbal, the more and more excited I get about it. To track on a GoPro? Come on! What is that about? That's not normal. What do you think about that? You go high. It makes it so much easier to do things. I did a little calibration on the gimbal itself to get a little more up tilt when it comes to my face. So hopefully that's a little bit better. It seems to be working a lot better. So a little bit of gimbal calibration kind of helped out with some of the issues I was experiencing. So what an awesome cell phone style gimbal that you can use for other things besides just cell phones. You can use rx0s and GoPros and all that kind of stuff, and it tracks you, right? Oh my god. It's so wicked. So very happy with this purchase. Link in the description below. Gonna be with me the Xiaomi Smooth Q, which I had before. Great gimbal. A lot of good things to say about it, but it can't do some of this kind of stuff where you can use it on a GoPro. And I like products that you can use more than just one specific thing. I would love for the Z71 to work on this, but it doesn't. It's too heavy. On RX100, it doesn't. It's too heavy. But GoPro's action camera, you can't say that word, otherwise it shuts off. I talk about the flashlight mode. What you can do is basically turn the gimbal totally upside down, and then you can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna go upside down. GoPro's gonna flip for me. Now I'm totally looking upside down, and then you can do all your slow pans and turns and all that fun stuff like this. Wow. All right, you guys have a good one. Any questions about this gimbal, please leave it in the comments below. I would definitely answer you, unless you're being rude. Other than that, you're getting an answer. Have a good night, and we'll see you about the anamorphic lens for the GoPro Hero 9. I need to do a lot more testing with that to get to work. See ya.